What is up, guys? So the CW released a new promo for all the Arrowverse shows, and it's a pretty cool promo. It's like a short version of Superhero Fight Club. It's not really, though. It's just them suiting up. It's a pretty cool promo. It also has some funny moments, but it's not a Superhero Fight Club. It's like a Superhero Fight Club. Like, we got one in Season 3 of Arrow and Season 1 of The Flash, and also Season 5 of Arrow, Season 3 of The Flash, and Legends of Tomorrow Season 2 and Supergirl Season 2, but we're not getting the one this year. I think they're doing this every 2 years, apparently. We might get one next year. Who knows if Arrow will even be around by then. But let's watch the trailer. It's a pretty cool trailer. I thought I'd take this opportunity to talk about all of the new episodes, when they're coming out, what they're about in this video, because I don't think they're releasing an extended trailer for Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow, or Supergirl. They did for The Flash. It's the most popular show, so they hype it up even more than the other ones. So they release extended trailers. I don't think they do for the other three shows, so I'm just going to talk about those episodes here. If they do release extended trailers, then I might make another video over there. But before all that, let's watch the trailer.
I was born ready.
Okay, let's suit up.
Getting back to work is hard work.
When you said suit up, you meant like right now?
Yes, now. We've been suiting up for 20 minutes. Okay.
So this video is obviously not in canon at all. I just thought it was a really funny video, especially at the end when Oliver's like, yes, we've been suiting up for 20 minutes. That was just a really hilarious moment. It's just like the moment in Crisis on Earth X when he says, super speed, I don't have it. He's been having a lot of great interactions with the Flash and Supergirl. And then the Flash just changes it to his costume. Supergirl does the same. It's really funny. The Flash has a beard here, not for any reason. I'm pretty sure this trailer was filmed a while ago, probably before the season started. Grant Gustin had a beard, and they couldn't get rid of it. They didn't want to get rid of it because he was filming episode 1, where he had a beard. So that's why he has a beard in this. He's not getting a beard back during his trial or anything. He's not. The only reason he has a beard here is because they filmed this, I'm assuming, during or before, while they were filming episode 1s of all these shows. Speaking of all these shows, Supergirl is the first to come back on January 15th, which at the end of the trailer it says that, and it's returning with Legion of Superheroes Season 3 Episode 10. By that I mean Supergirl Season 3 Episode 10, titled Legion of Superheroes. It's all about Supergirl coming out of a coma and the Legion of Superheroes helping her somehow. Brainiac 5 comes along. You got Mon-El and Saturn Girl. They all got their rings. It's a pretty exciting concept for me because Legion of Superheroes is something that I'm pretty excited for. It's the thing I was most excited for out of this season of Supergirl. That and also Rain herself. So it's pretty exciting to see this. Also, speaking of Rain, we're getting a lot more Rain in this episode. So that's exciting. It returns on January 15th. Oh yeah, and the synopsis reads, struggling to heal from her injuries inflicted by Rain, Supergirl remains in a dreamlike state, and unable to be reached. Mon-El recruits one of the Legion members, Brainiac 5, to try to bring her back. Meanwhile, Rain continues her rampage on the city, so the DEO teams up with the Legion of Superheroes to try to stop her. That's basically what I said. Supergirl's in a coma. Mon-El goes and gets Brainiac 5 to help Supergirl out of her coma, probably either using 1,000 years in the future technology or just his mental capacity in general, because he's very smart, so he probably has the knowledge to get Supergirl out of the coma. So that's probably why Mon-El goes and gets Brainiac to help them with getting Supergirl out of her coma. And something I'm really excited about is maybe a Martian Manhunter and Legion of Superheroes team up, because it says the DEO teams up with the Legion of Superheroes. I'll be so very disappointed if that doesn't mean that Martian Manhunter is coming out of his comfort zone, because he's clearly not in his comfort zone to be in his Martian form for some reason, which doesn't really make any sense because it's his natural form. But it would just be so awesome if he came out of his comfort zone for a little bit and teamed up with the Legion of Superheroes against Rain, and then at the end of the episode, Supergirl comes out of the coma and they just beat up Rain, and we'll see where the season goes from there. That's something that I would love to see. Just a Martian Manhunter and Legion of Superheroes team up. That would be amazing. Next up is The Flash Season 4 Episode 10, titled Trial of the Flash, and it comes out on January 16th. I am not going to go into detail in this video. I already made two separate videos, two separate trailer breakdowns for this episode, so I'm not really going to talk about it here. All you got to know is that it's based off the Trial of the Flash comic book, and really that's it. If you want to know more, click in the top right corner of the video, go to my other trailer breakdowns. But really, that's all I gotta. That's all you gotta know. I'm not gonna talk about the synopsis. I already did in a different video. All I gotta know is it's coming out on January 16th at 8 o'clock. Moving on to Black Lightning, because I am talking about Black Lightning because I'm not sure it's in the Arrowverse. It might be because it's a DC show. It's on the CW. It's very possible it will be in the Arrow multiverse at least in the future. So hell with it. I'm just gonna talk about it here. Black Lightning comes out later that day, the same day as The Flash. It's replacing Legends of Tomorrow's time slot, which is just, I don't know what to think about that. But it's coming out on January 16th at 9 o'clock, right after The Flash. The first episode is actually not called Pilot, which is actually pretty insane. Usually, or not usually, always, the first episode of a TV show is called Pilot. The Flash the first episode was originally called City of Heroes, but they changed it to Pilot afterwards. So I get the confusion there. But here, it seems like the first episode is called The Resurrection, which is fitting because from all the trailers, it seems like Black Lightning's a retired superhero and he's getting resurrected, quote unquote, resurrected as a superhero to come back to the superhero business. So the synopsis for Black Lightning season 1, episode 1 reads: the CW's first African-American superhero headliner unrolls the secrets of his past to protect his city and his family. So yeah, we know all that, but I'm pretty excited for this. By that I mean I'm a little bit excited for this. It doesn't look that amazing. I'll watch it for sure. I'll watch all 13 episodes. I would be a lot more excited for this and interested in this if it was confirmed it was in the Arrowverse. But right now it's not. It might even be in the Arrow multiverse for all I care, as long as it's there. Because right now it's not, and for that reason I'm not as hyped for this as I should be. But moving on to Arrow, actually, goes Legends of Tomorrow is coming back in February. Next up is Arrow Season 6, Episode 10, titled Divided, which comes out on January 18th, 2018. So the synopsis for this episode reads: despite losing half of his team, which was his fault, Oliver remains confident that he, Felicity, and Diggle could stop Caden James and Black Siren. However, when he discovers one of Caden's secrets, which I'm guessing is just the fact that he's working with Anatoly and the Dragon and Vigilante and all those people, I'm guessing that's his secret that he discovers, or maybe who his son is, that's the secret. But he decides to team up with an unlikely ally. So there's really nobody I could think of. Oh, and meanwhile, Dinah spends time with Vince. There's not really many people I could think of who could be this unlikely ally. There are 3 guest stars here: Anatoly, Vigilante, and Caden James. Those are the 3 characters that are now main characters that are going to appear in this episode. So there's really not a lot of people it can be. An unlikely ally, I'm guessing could be anybody on the other Team Arrow. It could be Wild Dog, Black Canary, and Mr. Terrific, but that wouldn't really be that unlikely. It would just be stupid for them to team up at this point. But if it's not any of them, it's not any of the other main characters, because teaming up with Quinn Lance would not be unlikely. Teaming up with Black Siren would be unlikely, but it's not gonna happen. Teaming up with Thea, yeah, not unlikely. So really, the only characters that it's unlikely for him to team up with is Anatoly and Vigilante. It's possible that it's Vigilante, although since he's spending time with Dinah, I doubt it, which is why it's probably Anatoly. Unlikely ally, sure. So yeah, that's my prediction. Oliver's gonna team up with Anatoly Knyzev in this episode. I might be wrong, I probably am, but whatever. Moving on to Legends of Tomorrow. And next up is Legends of Tomorrow Season 3, Episode 10, titled Darhkest, which premieres on February 12th, which is insane. Legends of Tomorrow in total is going to be on break for 2 months. Over 2 months. That's insane. Why is it doing this? I know why it's doing this. I actually made a video about it. It's all about Black Lightning and how they're changing the schedules for it. click at the top corner for that video. But considering this is coming out in February, it doesn't really have a synopsis, so I said everything I needed to say in my trailer breakdown, which came out a couple of weeks ago. So that I have nothing else to say about this episode. So let me know which episode you are excited for the most in the comments down below, and also in the poll in the top corner of the video. Are you most excited for The Trial of the Flash, Legion of Superheroes, Divided, Daddy Darkest, or what was the Black Lightning one called? Resurrection? Yeah, Resurrection. Let me know in the comments down below and vote in the top corner of the video in the poll. And also, thanks for watching.